Because you don't know. It's always weird when you try to sing along to a song you don't know. It'll be fun. But just take it in, just receive for a little bit, and then we'll go back into some bangers, we'll yell, we'll move around, it'll be okay. But listen, if you don't cry at least once from these songs, damn, I will personally find you and I will give you $50 after this. Damn. Broke students trying to get some Chick-fil-A, so. Listen, don't be holding back the tears just so you can get the 50, that's what it's done.
You're gonna have to call on the Holy Ghost. I try to cry, but can't.
Everyone going back to Cory after the don't cry.
These are songs just about life, just processing what we experience and difficulty. And you know, a lot of you guys are young in this room, and you haven't dealt with a lot of difficult things yet, but you will. I ain't prophesying, that's just how it is. And when you do, don't run away from God. When you do, don't get offended at it. Don't leave church and all that stuff. Oh, I'm so mad at you, but come on. You'll be okay. But these are songs that'll help you heal in the middle of that. So sit back and relax for a few minutes, okay?
Dear God, I've been trying awful hard to make you proud of me.
It's my kids, especially my little River. She's 5 years old, and she makes me so happy. She's incredibly joy-filled and light, and just dreams and plays all day. And I'll just look at her and cry because, you know, it reminds you what it's like to be a kid.
Tell them bedtime stories, give them a kiss goodnight. It's before you know it, that old house will be quiet. I know you're wild right now, someday we'll laugh about it. Let's slow it down and raise a glass. These are the days that we'll want back. We'll want them back, we'll want them back.
And Cory. Well, you know I've said this world will be unkind. They say you might regret it. Don't let that change your mind. 'Cause you can't separate it, the darkness from the light. I once called it complicated, oh, but now I just call it life. So fill me cup to the top, smile and give it all you got. Both good and bad, happy, sad, everything belongs. The highs and lows, the wise man knows, heartbreak writes the songs. Go ahead and feel the pain, and know it's all okay. Yeah. Just remember life rolls on, and everything belongs. Come on. It's to inspire. Number two, have you ever read like Brennan Manning? You ever heard of him? He's an author. Or like Rich Mullins is one of mine.
Rich Mullins.
Yeah, Rich Mullins is a hero of mine. Yeah, he's amazing. And they actually were using that phrase, that little two-word kind of thing for a bit, like, and I stole it from that. You know, Brennan used to say, I have a reckless confidence before God, meaning I don't deserve what God gives me. In fact, I deserve hell.
Yeah.
Yet, he opens his arms and he receives me. I have this reckless confidence, meaning, and a completely unwise, like unmerited, doesn't make any sense confidence that God likes me when he shouldn't. And Rich Mullins said, in the reckless raging fury that they call the love of God. And I just ripped it, honestly. I stole it, so if y'all are mad at me, be mad at them, okay? Because it's brilliant. Like that's the juxtaposition of language that I love. That goes, wait a sec, like that doesn't make sense. But I think if we're called to enlighten folks about God and who he is as musicians or singers or songwriters or artists or poets, then our job is to use language effectively. And sometimes I think we write songs that just rhyme grace with face like 1,000 times, and we're like, awesome, that was a great song. I'm like, I've heard that song 1,000 freaking times. Like, I'm so bored with that song. Like, if you're gonna write a song about the cross, which I hope you do, don't say it the way everyone else has said it, please. Like, get revelation, sit before the Father, sit before Jesus, hear what he says, hear how he feels, make it real here, and then express it in a way that people can also grab a hold of and go, oh my gosh, I never thought about it that way. Like, I think of the love of God or the beauty of God as a diamond, and it's multifaceted, and you know, this light's hitting me right in my frickin' eyes, Drew, the whole time. I'm just kidding. And you know, if I were to have a diamond and I just moved it that much, I'd see a completely different part of who or what that diamond is. And I think that's the beauty of God, is his existence and attributes are infinite and beautiful, and to think that we could exhaust that is asinine. To think that we could not have new language for who he is, I think, is silly, even though Ecclesiastes does say there's nothing new under the sun. However, like this generation, if you speak to them like 1 Corinthians 13 or whatever, like love is patient, love is kind, blah, 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 they'll be like, okay, cool, awesome. But if you said like, I didn't even know, I sound like a moron now that I don't know how to express it to y'all. But like, if I put that into language that made sense to you guys, like love isn't afraid to be seen with you. Love is proud to walk into the whatever with you. Like, all of a sudden people are like, wait a sec, like that's what that meant. And I think that's our job as songwriters and as artists and poets, hopefully, to give new language and expression to the church and to inspire, to answer hopefully number one, like what's the job? I think it's to inspire and to get folks back into the church. And even to reach folks that don't want to be in church or post-church, I think is a bigger issue. Like I was at church and then I got mad at God because of A, B, or C, and now I'm not at church anymore. How do I reach those people? Because I was those people, you know, for a little bit of my life. And then God went, wait a second. I want you in this context. And I think finding ways to reach those people is really, really important, because we've all been burned in one way or another. And I think offense drives us away. But what if we found some sort of art that went, hey, I see that you're broken. I see that the church has hurt you. I see that your leadership has beaten you up for whatever reason. And here's how God feels about that. I think that would be a special thing, personally.
God, I'm thankful for the beauty in this mess. It made me the man I am today, and I guess, well, that's my inheritance. Yeah, that's my